Good morning, everybody. Hi, people. Okay. So not so many plugged in this morning. We'll give it a couple of minutes. See if anyone else wants to join us. We can check if we have our props up and block. And whilst we wait for potential other joiners, we'll just sit, arrive on our mat, and bring awareness to the breath. So let's sit with a straight spine, relax the shoulders, relax the face, and relax breathing. Check in with yourself. Maybe take a quick scan of the body. Notice how you feel today, physically and emotionally. Feel your connection to the ground, whether you're sitting or kneeling. To close the eyes for a moment, notice the way the chest moves as you breathe. Also how the shoulders move as you breathe. Connect to the breath. We stay here for one more minute. Final breaths. Make your next breath really deep. Fill the lungs to maximum capacity. Sip in a little more air. Let go. Return to more normal breathing. And today we're going to start on hands and knees. before moving into our sun salutations. Let's start there with cat-cow. So, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, suck in the belly. Drop down the head, roll out the shoulders, and arch the spine. Fully exhale, and then start to breathe in. We drop the belly, tilt the hips, lift the chest, lift the chin, full lungs in. Exhaling, press down evenly through all the fingers, both palms. Suck in the belly, round out the spine. Breathing in, drop the belly, and tilt the hips. At the end, lift the chin. Just keep working through these two poses at your own pace. Full inhales, full exhales. Synchronizing movement with breath. Gentle movement for the spine, also really good to wake up the cardiovascular system. We'll take one more of each. And next, bring a twist into the upper body. So from all fours, we inhale and stretch up the right hand. We exhale and sweep the hand behind the left wrist. The right shoulder, right ear goes to the floor. Stay connected to the breath. So the hips should stay above the knees rather than leaning backwards or forwards. You're reaching the right arm through. If you want to go further, put the left hand on the sacrum. Just check your hips are level. And to go further still, grab the right thigh. Steady breaths. Relax into the pose. Take one more breath. And then unravel the left hand. Post the left hand into the floor. Come back to all fours. And switch sides. So this time, inhale the left hand up. Exhale behind the right wrist. This time, left shoulder, left ear to the ground. Try and keep the hips level. If you notice one of your hips goes up in the air, try and bring it back down. Steady breathing. Stretching the left arm through. If you wish to go further, the right hand checks in that the hips are level, and then we grab the left thigh. Final breath. And post your right hand in the floor to come out back to all fours. Okay, let's do some tuck kicks. We'll start with the right side. We're going to send the right leg back. And then exhale, try and bring the knee towards the nose. We do that 5 times. So kick back, breathe in. Breathe out, knee to nose. Kick back, breathe in, look up. Breathe out, tuck kick. 2 more, 1 and 2. Okay, back to all fours, switch side. So left leg, kick back, breathe in, look up. Breathe out, knee to nose. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee towards nose. Breathe. 2, 1. Okay, next we go into downward dog. First down dog of the day. Set it up properly with the hands under the shoulders. All your fingers flat into the ground. Every knuckle and each finger should be pressed down into the floor. Weight spread evenly across the hand, the palm and all fingers. Let's tuck our toes into the ground. Take the weight into the hands. Send the hips up to the sky. Knees slightly bent. Suck in the belly. Push back so the biceps are next to the ears. Let's start to pedal the dog, walking alternate legs, bending at the knee. All the time, the head and neck are relaxed, looking between the feet, and we breathe steadily. If it feels good, you can bend both knees at the same time and then straighten them. All the time, sucking in the belly, sending the hips up to the sky. Now let's work our heels towards the floor. Keep the legs still now. Two more deep breaths. And then change. We look forward and take tiny steps. Walk your feet forward towards your hands into a fold and grab your elbows. Hang in ragdoll. So knees are slightly bent so that your navel can touch the thighs. Maybe they need to be really bent, or maybe you're more bendy and you can straighten them a bit more. Just grab the elbows and swing side to side, forwards and backwards. So head and neck have to be totally relaxed. Give it a little shake if you want to help to loosen off the neck a bit. So gravity pulling the head towards the floor, decompressing the neck and spine. So the next thing we do is roll out really slowly. If you want to make this harder, you push the knees back now to straighten the legs a little and stretch the hamstrings. Right, we're going to start to roll up. We let go of the elbows. Elbows hang down loose. We suck in the belly and very slowly start to roll up. Rebuilding the spine. Focus on your vertebrae, stacking them on top of each other. The very last thing to come up is the shoulders and the head. And when you do get to the top, we roll back the shoulders a few times. I'm going to adjust my camera for you. Roll back the shoulders. Take a few deep breaths. And let's go next into our sun salutations. Same way that we usually do them. Nice and slow for the first one. A little faster for the next two. And then modifications. So let's start. Straight spine. Feet together, toes touch, heels touch. Inhale, let's stretch up. 2 breaths here. Next exhale, we fold down, knees slightly bent. Try and get the fingertips in line with the toes if you can. Head and neck are relaxed. On the next inhale, come up halfway. So your back should be flat, and we're stretching the head and neck forward. Roll the shoulders back away from the ears. Change, going down to high plank. So put your hands next to the feet and step back. 2 breaths in high plank. And then you can put your knees down or lower down through a press up. Next, we slide forward to upward dog. Go for our child's pose. Just a quick breath in child's pose. And then back to downward dog. Inhale, look forward, and then exhale as you step or jump back into the fold. Okay, let's breathe in. Stretch up, reach up all the way up to the sky. 2 sets a bit faster now, let's go. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step or jump back to high plank and lower yourself down while exhaling. Inhale, slide forward to up dog. Tuck the toes, exhale, push back to down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale as you step or jump into a fold. Breathe in, arms sideways, reach up, stretch up to the ceiling. And breathe out, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step or jump back to high plank. Lower yourself down while exhaling. Inhale, slide forward to up dog. Tuck the toes. Exhale, push back to down dog. Inhale, look forward. And then exhale as you step or jump into the forward. Breathe in, stretch up, reach up. One more time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step or jump back to high plank. Breathe out whilst going down towards the ground. Hover and then slide forward. Breathe in, up dog. Tuck the toes, push back, down dog. Breathe in and look forward. Breathe out as you step or jump into the fold. Inhale, let's take it all the way up. Okay, mixing it up this time. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, come up. This time, stepping back with the right foot into a lunge. Big step back with the right foot. Knee above the ankle. Breathe in, take the arms upwards. Breathe out, hands each side of the foot. Step back to high plank. Lower yourself down, exhaling. Slide forward, upward dog. Tuck the toes, exhale, push back, down dog. Now we're picking up the left foot, three-legged dog. And we step the left foot between the hands. Back into the lunge. Hands behind the back. Breathe in to open the shoulders. Breathe out. Take a breath in. Reach up the arms towards the ceiling. Lean back. Breathe out. Hands each side of the foot and we step the feet together. Into the fold. Inhale, arms sideways, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Breathe in, come up halfway. Stepping back this time with the left foot. Big step back into the lunge. Check your knee alignment. Breathe in, arms sideways, reach up. Lean back. Breathe out, hands each side of the foot. Step the right foot back to high plank. Lower yourself down, exhaling. Inhale, slide forward, up dog. Tuck the toes, push back, down dog. Picking up the right foot this time, three-legged dog, and then stepping the right foot between the hands. Hands behind the back, interlock the fingers, open the chest, roll back shoulders. Breathe in, arms sideways, reach up. Lean back. Breathe out, hands come down. Stepping the feet together. Inhale, stretch up to the ceiling. And exhale, release the hands into prayer. 2 breaths in mountain pose. Feeling nice and warm now. Before we go into our warrior series today, we're going to look at chair pose. So, feet together, heels touch and toes touch. Let's breathe in and take the arms up. Maybe the hands are together, or if your shoulders are really tight, they can be further apart. We're going to suck in the belly, keeping the legs squeezed together, sit back into a chair. So make sure that your butt doesn't stick out. We're trying to suck in the belly and send the tailbone down towards the floor. Look up towards your hands and breathe steadily through the nose. Challenge yourself by sitting down lower. Check you can see the toes on your feet, the big toes. Biceps are by the ears, stretching forward with the arms. Look at the elbows. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Change. Press out. Hands into prayer. Ready for warrior series. So hands on the hips. We've done this flow before. It's Virabhadrasana 1, 2 reversed Ujjayi Parsvakonasana, and then Trikonasana. So let's begin. Big step back with your right foot into Warrior One. Fingers on the hip bones so your hip bones face forward. Slight gap between the feet, you can see. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, bend the front knee. I'm going to turn to the side. Here we are. So press down to the back edge of the back foot. The rear knee is locked out. Check your alignment on the front knee above the ankle. And you can see the big toe on the front foot. Keep stretching up towards the ceiling. Feel a nice stretch down the right side of the body. Nice steady breaths. Take a final breath. And then on your next exhale, change to Warrior Two. Arms come down, shoulder height. Now our hip bones face the long side of the mat and our heels are in one line. No gap between the heels anymore. Palms down, look in front of the middle finger on the front hand. Quick glance that you can see your big toe on the front foot. Stretch the arms in opposite directions, spine straight. Final breath. And change. Flip the front palm. Inhale and stretch up. Look up at the hand. Deep breath. Feel the chest expand. Back hand gently rest on the thigh. On the next exhale, take the forearm down to rest gently on the thigh. Let's make a circle with the rear hand. Back, up and over. Straight line from fingertips to the toes. Look up towards your hand. Steady breaths. And change. Sweep the back hand round again. Front leg straight. One breath. We reverse warrior arm again. Before we go into Trikonasana. Back to Warrior Two. So, if your stance is really wide, we're going to walk one of the feet in slightly, just a bit wider than the hips. Then we lean in. Hip comes out at the back. Stretch, 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 and then hinge at the hips. So press your knuckles into the shin. Straight line between top and bottom arm. Steady breathing. You can look forward, down or up. Why not put your head somewhere different today? Keep stretching the top arm up. Shoulders are stacked. Both knees are locked out. On the next inhale, breathe in, engage your core, come back upright. Hands on the hips, step the feet together. And let's do all that on the other side. So, this time we step back with the left foot, big step back. Fingers on the hip bones face forward. Breathe in, take the arms up towards the ceiling. Breathe out, bend the front knee. Take your checks. See the big toe on the front foot. Knee above the ankle or slightly behind the ankle. The back leg is locked out of the knee. And we press into the outside edge of the back foot. Kind of stretch it to the sky with the arms. And our elbows are straight. Biceps next to the ears. Twisting slightly the left hip in. Take some more deep breaths here. Maybe you can lean backwards into a back bend to make the pose a little deeper. On the next exhale, warrior two, we turn the back foot 90 degrees. Hip bones now face the long edge of the mat. Palms down, arms shoulder height. Look in front of the middle finger on the front hand. Keep stretching the arms apart, spine super straight, and maybe think about dropping your tailbone down towards the mat. Final breath. Change. Flip the front palm for reverse warrior. Breathe in. Back hand just gently rests on the thigh. Nice deep breaths. On the next exhale, change. Forearm comes down, rests on the thigh. Big circle with the rear hand. Sweep round, up and over. Try to lock out the elbow. Look up towards the hand. If you want to make this harder, you take the weight out of this forearm. Maybe even going somewhere like this. Not happening for me today though. And change. Going back out. Straight front leg. And into Trikonasana. Back to warrior two arms. Really wide stance. You want to bring one of the feet slightly in. So we're just widen the hips. Lean forward, stretch forward, hip comes out the back. And then hinge at the hips. Wherever your hand touches, where it should stay. Pressing knuckles into the shin. Knees are locked out. Look down, up, or straight forward. Steady breaths. Final breath. And to come out, inhale, engage your core. With control, back upright. Warrior two arms and turn the front foot in. So both feet point in. Pigeon toes slightly so the heels point out and the toes point in. Breathe in, lengthen the spine up. Breathe out, fold forward. Trying to keep a straight spine. When the spine starts to round, you can put the hands on the floor if you need to balance, or if you have good balance, knuckles into the shins. Stretching the head and neck forward, directly forward, opening space in the spine. And then as we exhale, we try and fold down into that space. Keep the weight spread evenly across the feet. Roll the shoulders back away from the ears. Try and keep your face relaxed. And keep a straight spine. If you're more flexible, maybe you can grab the outside edges of your feet and pull on those. The knees should be either locked out or very slightly bent knees. Let's take 3 more breaths. Suck in the belly as you breathe in. And change. Inhale, engage the core. Hinge back out. And now take the hands behind the back. Interlock the fingers. Breathe in, open the chest, roll back the shoulders. Breathe out, fold down again. This time we're trying to open the shoulders so the hands come up behind the head towards the ceiling. The spine can be slightly bent. We're really trying to focus on our shoulders here. Palms of the hands, heels of the hands, maybe open or maybe close together. Something you can experiment with. Three more breaths. Change by inhaling, engaging the core, nice and slowly, steadily, with control. Come back upright, arms out to the side. We can either heel toe the foot in, take 2 steps or 1 big step. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, good time for a sip of water. If you need to take a quick drink, you can do that now. Next, we'll go into some single leg balances. Okay, everybody, so stand at the front of your mat. We start with tree pose. We'll take the weight into the left foot. Good to pick up the toes and put them down a few times. Especially ground down through the big toe. Let's pick up the right foot. Sole of the foot goes below the knee or above the knee. Focus on something in front of you. Hands into prayer. You can stay here, or we can breathe in and take the arms up towards the ceiling. Pick whichever variation of tree pose you like to do. Standing legs super strong, super straight. Steady breaths. And towards the end, we inhale. Really stretch up. If you wobble out, like me, you have time to go back in. Really stretch your hands up towards the ceiling. Feel the spine grow 2 inches. And slowly change. Arms come down. Foot comes down. And we switch sides. We're picking up the left foot now. Below or above the knee. Trying to ensure our hips are flat. You can keep your hands here, or you can inhale, stretch up. Find your focus. Steady breathing helps you maintain balance. And now at the end, stretch up, reach up. Taking some deep breaths, feel your spine grow 2 inches up towards the ceiling. Hold it. And slowly change. Come out. And release the foot. Okay, give the legs a little shake off. And let's move on. Next one we'll do is eagle. Feet together. Toes touch and heels touch. Breathe in, take the arms sideways, reach up to the sky. Breathe out. We're taking the right hand underneath the left, crossing at the elbows. Tight shoulders. Your hands go on the shoulders. Otherwise, palms touch. Otherwise, interlock the fingers and just move your elbows up and down. Start to work into the shoulders. Suck in the belly and then sit back into the chair. We're going to pick up the right leg and place it over the left knee. Maybe we can tuck the right foot behind the left calf. Try and bring your knees now into the center, elbows into the center, sit back into the chair. Breathe. Two breaths here. And then slowly change. Unravel the legs, press down through the legs, and then unravel the arms. Inhale. Exhale this time, left arm under right. Slowly move the elbows up and down. And then hold the elbows down. Suck in the belly, sit back into the chair. This time we're balancing on the right foot, so picking up the left foot over the thigh and maybe wrapped behind the calf. Steady breaths. Slowly change. Unravel the legs. Press down through the feet. Unravel the arms. Inhale. Exhale, hands into prayer. Dancer comes next. We will go back to balancing on the left foot. Reach the hand out to the side. In this kind of cup shape to pick up your own foot. And hold it just below the toes on the knuckles. The knee has to come in. Don't let your knee go out to the side on this. It's going straight back in a straight line. We breathe up, take the left hand up, like we're high-fiving someone in front of us. And we want to keep the bicep next to the ear. Next, we start to kick back this leg, keeping the hips level. Kick, 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 kick. And when you feel you're at maximum kick, then you start to slowly go forward and down with the torso. But all the time, we keep stretching this hand up towards the ceiling. Bicep next to the ear. Kick back and lift up in equal measures. Kick back, lift up. Kick back, lift up. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly change. Come back out, release the foot, release the arm. Switch sides. Take a breath. Round down through the right foot and pick up the left foot. Trying to keep the knee in. Breathe in, take your right hand up, bicep next to the ear, like you're high-fiving someone in front of you. Then we start to kick back, kick, 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 kick. And when we can't kick anymore, that's when we start to lean forward slightly. But also stretching up this hand and looking up towards something in front of us. I'm looking at the top of the door frame. Keep steady breathing, stretching forward and kicking back. Stretching forward, kicking back. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Slowly change. Breathe. Okay, moving on. Standing, big toe stretch. We're going to base on the left foot again. Pick up the right foot. With your 2 fingers, grab the big toe. Just standing like this might be enough for you today. Trying to keep the knee in. We don't want the knee coming out again. To go further, straighten the right knee. Steady breath, straight spine, standing legs super strong, super straight. You can stay here or we go further out to the side, try and straighten the knee. Counterbalance with the left hand if you want. Spine straight. And then come back to the center, release the foot. Again, spine straight, hands on your hips. Both legs locked out of the knee. And slowly change. Bend the knee, foot down to the floor. Take a breath. Let's switch sides. Base down through the right foot. Bending up the left knee. Pick up the left big toe. Straight leg, straight spine. Let's go. Kick out the left foot. Try and straighten the knee. Doesn't matter how bent the knee is though. Straight spine, steady breathing. You can stay here or you take the knee out to the side. If you want, you can counterbalance. Mudra on the right hand. Straight spine, straight standing leg. Bring the foot back to the middle, hands on the hips and release the foot. Both legs locked out of the knee. Keep a straight spine. Don't lean forward, don't lean backwards. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Change. Breathe. Standing mountain pose. Change. Walk to the back of your mat. We'll do one more balance. We'll go for warrior 3 with airplane wings. So we're going to start standing at the back of the mat, nice and straight. Take a big step forward with the left foot. Sorry, let's stay with you. Sorry, breathe in, stretch up. Then take a big step forward with the left foot. My right heel is off the floor. I'm going to kick forward and swing down to a T shape and then into aeroplane wings. We're trying to make both legs super straight, locked out of the knee. Breathe. Stretch the head and neck forward. Kick back with the back foot, pushing out through the heel and toe. To go out, we take the right foot down to the mat and then bring the left foot in. Same on the other side. The right foot steps forward, the left heel is off the ground, and then I kind of spring forward to the T shape and then sweep the arms back. Trying to make both legs super straight. Looking slightly forward. We're not looking directly down at the mat. Slight back bend. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Step back the left foot. Arms up. And exhale, hands down. Okay, everybody. Let's take it down to the floor. Just meet me on hands and knees. Take a quick sip of water if you need. Okay. First, let's go for some back bends. So I'm going to just adjust my camera very slightly. Be on hands and knees. Next, we're going into a high plank and into cobra. Bhujangasana. So, hands under the shoulders and lower yourself down. Put your knees down if you need, or you hover off the ground for a moment and then lay down flat. So for cobra, the legs stay glued together. Breathe in, breathe out. Press your toes into the floor, lift off the knees, lift the torso. Every breath in, try and go forwards and upwards. Arm strength is about 10%. The hands shouldn't really need to be there. Steady breathing, roll the shoulders back. Keep squeezing the legs together and toes into the floor. Change, tap your chin on the ground and walk your hands 2 hand paces out to the side. Now we relax the legs. Breathe in, breathe out, push with the hands. This time, arm strength is about 80%. Keep the legs relaxed, everything from the waist down. Bring the elbows in, and take the shoulders down away from the ears. Nice deep breaths. Keep stretching forwards and upwards with each inhale. Shoulders, face, forehead, glutes, hamstrings relaxed. Final breath. To come out, we exhale and go forward and down. Put your arms by the side, turn your head to the right, relax on the floor. Change. Let's go for our diagonal stretch across the back. And for this one, we keep the forehead on the ground. 3 poses with the forehead on the ground. So let's get the head on the floor. Arms stretched out to the front, legs stretched out to the back. First one is the right arm and left leg stretching forward and stretching backwards. Steady breathing through the nose. Take it to the maximum, hold it there. Change. Bring the arm down, the leg down. Keep your forehead on the mat. This time, left arm, right leg. Let's go. Stretching forward, stretching backward, breathing steadily. And change. This time, it's both arms, both legs. Let's go. Imagine someone pulling your hands forward, pulling your legs backwards. Really good for the spine, creating a natural traction. Hold it. Change. Put your arms by the side. Turn your head to the left, right ear on the floor. Relax down into the ground for a moment. Change. Come back to the center. Okay, let's go for our bow pose. So we're going to bend up the knees and grab the feet. So reach back, grab the feet. If this is hard to do, you can use a strap or a belt around the feet and hold the strap. We keep the legs parallel. Don't let the knees come out to the side. Keep the knees hip width apart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Kick back the legs. Lift up the torso. Kicking and lifting in equal measures. Just feel yourself roll slightly forward onto the belly. Keep breathing steadily. Kick and lift. Kick and lift. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Change. Lower down. Look to the right. Have a little rest. Come back to the center. Let's do bow pose one more time. Bend up the knees. Reach back. Okay, get ready. Take a breath in. Breathe out and kick back the legs. Lift up the torso. Relax the shoulders back so the shoulders can open. Look up towards the ceiling. Take some deep breaths through the nose. Try and keep the face, forehead and jaw relaxed. Kick and lift. Kick back as much as you can for 3, 2, 1. Change. Lower down. Look to the left, right there on the floor. Okay, change. Come back to the center. Push yourself up, knees on the ground or not. And then come to a kneeling position. We'll go into camel next. So just a quick reminder of how we go in and out of this one. So just watch this time. We go in with the hands on the lower back for support. We lean back, 1, 2. And to come out, it's 1, 2, push. Okay, if anyone has lower back issues, don't do this one. Go back and do Cobra or something else we've all done, but I think you guys have done this with me before. Let's begin. Breathe in, straight spine. Breathe out, lean back. 1 hand down, 2 hand down, and now we focus on the belt buckles, stretching that forward. Roll back the shoulders, roll back the head, breathe. Really deep breaths here. Come on, breathe. Come out at any time you need. Otherwise, we take 3 more breaths. And change. Hands on the back. Push yourself up and flip directly round into Shavasana. Lay flat on your back. Just relax. Everything down into the floor. Okay, change. Next one is forward bends. Roll over onto your side, push yourself up to seated position, and let's make our forward bends. So it's good to have your block ready here and strap. I'm going to start sitting on a block. Really tight hamstrings today because now I'm allowed to go outside to run. So I'm running up hills and getting tight legs. We'll start with the left foot out, sole of the right foot on the left thigh. Janu Shavasana. So bend the knee as much as you need to keep a straight back during this pose. I'm also going to use a strap today. If you don't have a strap, you breathe in and breathe out. Otherwise, you use a strap. So you guys have done this before. Let's go into it. Into the breath, keeping a straight spine and folding down. Keeping the shoulders relaxed back if you're using a strap. We're keeping the shoulders level. If you notice your right shoulder went up, just square that off. All the time, you want to keep your belly sucked in as well. Two more breaths. Slowly change. Let's go directly onto the other side. So switch legs over. Bend the knee as much as you need. Always good to start with a more bent knee. And as you go in, you can straighten it out. Straight spine, level shoulders, work with the breath. So I'm not talking much in these ones because my hamstrings are really tight and I need to work. Three more breaths here, guys. Slowly change, release, come back out. Let's go for half cow on this side. Pick up the left foot, place it over the knee. Now I'm going to slide forward to bring this knee down. There we go. The front leg is straight at the knee. And I'm flexing the toes slightly backwards. Super straight spine. I'm going to use my hands to keep the spine straight. My hands on the floor. Suck in the belly. Breathe in, straight spine. Breathe out, fold down. So now you should feel it again on the hamstring, a bit higher up on the right leg. Two more breaths. Change, seated spine twist. We're going to slide the left foot here. Now my foot's flat on the ground, just outside the knee. I'm going to twist around so you can see. Okay, left hand, pulse at the base of the spine. Right hand, breathe in, stretch up, grow the spine up. Breathe out, twist to the left, hook the elbow on the knee. So 3 breaths, 3 twists, let's go. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, pressure elbow into the knee, twist the torso. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist everything round to the left. Hold it. Slowly release back to the center. Unravel the legs. And half cow on the other side. So the right foot goes over the left knee. I'm going to lift up my hips and slide them forward to bring this knee down. Now maybe your knee's up here. Maybe it's completely flat down. That's fine. Suck in the belly. Keep a straight spine. Fold forward. More flexible people can grab the foot. For me, I can't. I'm just out of reach because it bends my spine a little bit. Send the breath down into the hips. Breathing in, creating space. Breathing out, folding down in the space. Final breath. Change. Sit up straight. Slide the right foot to the outside of the knee. This time, the right hand posts at the base of the spine to keep your spine straight, and the left hand breathes in and stretches up. Breathe out, twist to the right, hook the elbow on the knee. So 3 breaths, let's go. 1. Breathe out, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Hold it. Slowly release. Come back to the center. Unravel the legs, both legs out to the front. Either we breathe in and grab the big toes with our 2 fingers, or we use a strap again and keep a really straight spine. Knees slightly bent. Suck in the belly, fold forward. Can be also good to sit on a block for this one. Ooh. So if you're pulling with your fingers, keep your toes flat, like your feet are flat on a wall. Sometimes our toes fold in like this. You want to pull the little toes back. Three more breaths here, guys. Change, release the toes, sit back up straight. Going into Baddha Konasana, going to bring the feet together. Get the heels as close to your hips as you can. Sit with a straight spine. Use your thumbs to open the soles of the feet like a book. Press your elbows into the thighs. Rotating the hips down. Nice deep breaths. Breathe down through the body into the hips. Few more breaths, press the elbows into the thighs. Final breath, change. Bring the knees together. And we're going to go on to all fours now. Make your way into all fours. We'll take pigeon next. Always good to do a hip opener. So on all fours, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We are taking the left knee to the left wrist. And we're taking the left foot towards the right wrist. So pivot across there. Okay, then we slide the right foot and right knee backwards. Could be good to get your block or cushion or pillow here for the left hip. So from the side view, I just want to show you guys. Boom, boom, slide back. Okay, maybe you put a block under here. Keep the hips level and shoulders level. Straight line. Maybe we stay up on the hands like this today. Or if you feel your hips releasing down, you can go onto the forearms, trying to keep a straight spine. Really good to close the eyes in pigeon and breathe into the left hip. Follow the breath moving through the body in a circular motion. Inhale, breathing into the hip. Exhale, breathing out from the hip through the nose. Maybe you can build a pillow with your fists for your head. Or if you're really flat down on the ground, maybe you can straighten your arms out in front. If it ever becomes too much or a little painful, then you can always go back out a step. Maybe back onto the arms or back onto the hands. Last few breaths, try and let go of this tension in the left hip. And let's think about coming out. Back onto the forearms, back onto the hands. Slide the right foot and right knee in, and then slide the left foot, left knee out. Back to all fours. Okay, let's switch sides. So this time, right knee to right wrist, and then slide the right foot towards the left wrist. Maybe your cushion goes to the right hip. We walk the left foot and left knee back. So keep the hips flat, keep the shoulders flat. Breathe into the right hip, work it towards the ground. Suck in the belly and release the hips down. When you feel the hip moving, take it down onto your forearms, maybe with that pillow, or maybe you stay up on your hands. Good to close the eyes, focus on the right hip joint. Really try and notice where it's tight. Try and let go of that tension with every exhale. We take 3 more breaths. Stay with that circular flow of air, moving through the body. Relax with every exhale. And slowly think about coming out, back to forearms, back to hands. Walking the left foot in, sliding the right foot out, back to all fours. Spend a moment here. And let's go from all fours to a dragon lunge or a lizard. We're going to take the left foot forward, step it outside the hands, knee directly above the ankle, slide the right foot, right knee backwards. This time, it can be useful to have your block or cushion or 2 blocks or whatever you need. With your hands on it, or maybe your forearms can go on it as long as you can keep a straight spine. This time we're trying to relax the left hip. Breathe into the left hip. Keep your face, forehead and jaw relaxed. Steady breaths. Two more breaths here. Coming out, back onto hands. Walk the right foot, right knee in, and again, slide the left foot out. Back to all fours. Take a breath here. Square off your hips, square off your shoulders. Get ready for the next side. Okay, right foot comes forward. This time our block goes to the left. Slide the left foot and left knee backwards. Keeping a straight spine, start to work your right hip down towards the floor. Close the eyes, focus on the right hip joint. Breathe into the right hip joint. Follow the breath through the nose, down your torso, into that hip. As you exhale, breathe out the tension. Try and locate exactly where it's tight and try and let go of that as you exhale. Final breaths. Coming back onto the hands. Next, we walk the left foot and left knee in, slide the right foot out. Back to all fours for a moment. And then flip over to Shavasana. Lay down on your back. Find a little break here. Lay completely still. And just relax down into the floor. Feel everything sink down into your mat. Final sequences on the floor. We start by bending the right knee. Interlock the fingers on the knee and pull the knee into the chest. The left leg is straight out in front of you. Your head is on the floor with your chin into the chest. If it's hard to keep your head on the floor, use a pillow or block under the head. To go deeper, drop the knee out to the right side and pull it more towards the shoulder. Change, release the knee. Straighten both legs and pick up the left knee. Interlock the fingers on the knee, pull the knee into the chest. Head on the floor, focus on your breath. Breathe through the nose and send the breath into the left hip. Stay with this circular flow of energy, breathing in and out. To go deeper, drop the knee up to the left side and pull it more towards the shoulder. Change. Release the left leg, straighten both legs, and then bend both legs. Option one is to grab the knees with the hands. Option two is to wrap the arms around the knees and grab your own elbows. Hug the knees and pull them into the chest. Suck in your belly and send the tailbone down towards the mat. Keep your chin into the chest with your head on the floor or head on a block. Breathe. Face relaxed, forehead relaxed. Final breath. Change. Tap your feet on the floor and then send your feet up towards the sky for happy baby. I'll show you the grip I like to use. You can grab the big toes. I prefer to reach inside and grab the outside edges of the feet. Then I kind of kick out through the feet. Ankles directly above the knees. Pull with the hands. Keep that head on the floor, chin into chest. Suck in your belly. Think about sending your tailbone down towards the mat. Final breaths. Change. Hands back inside. Grab the big toes for straddle. Straighten the legs. Wide apart. Keep the head on the floor. Chin into the chest. Suck in the belly. Tailbone towards the mat. Change. Bring the feet back together. Flat on the ground. We'll take a bridge pose. With your fingertips, just touch the heels. Check your heels are in the right place. Keep the legs parallel, palms into the floor. Press down with the hands. Lift up the hips. Press down through the feet and knees because we relax the glutes and relax the hamstrings. Send the breath down the body. Slowly change lower down. Let's try that one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out, lift the hips. This time, interlock the fingers underneath the hips. Curl the shoulder blades under to get more height. Relax the glutes and hamstrings. All the work happens on the top of the body. Final breath. Slowly lower down. Straighten the legs. 2 breaths in Shavasana. Change. Bend up the right knee. Final twist. Supta Matsyendrasana. We're going to put the right big toe behind the left knee. Left hand on the right knee. Roll over to the left. Bump your hips slightly to the right. Right hand goes palm down, shoulder height. And we look at the right hand. Relax everything down into the floor and just breathe. It can be nice to keep the eyes closed now. Just let everything relax down into the floor. And final breath. Change. Release the knee. Roll everything back to the center. Straighten out your legs. Bend the left knee. Left big toe behind right knee. Right hand on left knee. Roll over to your right. Bump the hips slightly to the left. And then look to the left. Left hand palm down. Then we gently press the right hand into the knee. Go back to your breath. Feel the chest moving up and down. Gently press into the knee with your hand. Feel a nice twist from the toes to the top of the head. Everything sinks down into the floor. Keep your eyes closed. Release the knee. Lay flat in Shavasana. So nothing to do here. Just lay completely still. We will spend 2 minutes in Shavasana. I'll let you know when that time is up. Just stay with the breath. And relax down into the ground. Stay with the breath a moment longer. You can feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. Otherwise, roll over onto your side and slowly make your way to a seated position. Don't know what you guys want. I've got really deep Shavasana. I could have stayed there all day. However, I've got things to do. So this is where I'm going to finish the class today. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Okay, back tomorrow, same time. No, tomorrow is the children's class. There is an easy yoga at 10:45. Okay, thank you for joining, guys. If you enjoyed the class, please like, subscribe, follow me on other platforms, etc. Have an amazing day, everyone. Namaste.